Namaskar, good evening. I am Dr. Nidhi Agarwal, and today's topic of conversation is about stomach and respiratory issues in children. So, if in case anybody of you have any queries, please do post in the comment section so that I can answer all your queries in detail. Am I audible enough to hear? Okay, so let me start with today's topic. It's about stomach complaints in kids. Do you understand, like when we say I have a gut feeling, so everything starts with your gut, everything starts with your stomach. If your stomach is not perfect, then automatically your immunity, your whole mechanism of the body goes haywire. So I would request all of you to take care of your child's stomach basically, so that overall growth factor goes well. So first of all, I would recommend, these days we keep on hearing is Yakult good or any other probiotic drink which is good for our kids. Yes, what are probiotics? That's my question first of all. Probiotics are something which is like a good bacteria which is actually needed for your stomach. So it can be normal curd, जो हमारे खाने में normal आप घर में दही बनाते हो, वो दही भी आपको helpful रहेगा. Besides that, Yakult, yes. Besides that, you can use kafir, you can use cabbage, you can just make a lot of things. So main idea of a probiotic drink is to create a good stomach membrane. And the prebiotics is the range of food items which help us to take care of such kind of good bacteria. That includes all the legumes, that includes chickpeas, that includes everything which has good fiber. So we need to mix and match the food in a well balanced way so that our child's growth is always stable. It shouldn't be like we are missing on one element of a diet and that's how they are suffering from major health issues. So it is something very important to take care of what you are eating and what you are giving to your child. So it starts from the parents itself. So if the parent is eating, let's suppose, a very less meal, like let it be only a bowl of soup or something, obviously the child would also tempt to eat less or something, that sort of. So I won't really recommend that. I would always request all the parents out there to eat a well balanced meal so that a child's immunity also develops much faster, as well as the growth factor never gets stopped, because in the growing age a child needs majorly a good food and good nutrition. Okay, yeah, so I have one query here. The query is about your child's appetite is less. Ma'am, if your child's appetite is less, it's because that definitely the child might be drinking less water. So do monitor the water intake out here, because water is one essential element to boost your metabolism. If your child is drinking less water, the appetite automatically suppresses. And in this lockdown atmosphere, because the child is at home, sometimes we also tend to forget how many glasses of water we have drunk. So please try to understand how much water your child needs. Let's suppose, for example, if your child is pretty active, then definitely the child needs minimum 2 liters of water. So you have to increase your water intake for sure. So make your child drink more water, that is first thing. Besides that, if in case the child's appetite is pretty less, that he or she is not feeling hungry at all, then I would really recommend that please give them ajwain, सौंफ and jeera water, or in any form, like in chapati also आप उसका powder बना के roast करके डाल सकते हो, which will help a child to increase the liver toxin, which will help the child to increase the appetite, and it will flush out the liver toxins very fast. So, hi Gurvinder, so please you can just send me all the comments in the comment section and let me know if in case you guys have any query. Okay, so I hope I have answered your query. Yes. So now coming to the next query, which is about a lot of kids complain of stomach ache often. So what to do when the child complains of stomach ache? So try to understand why the stomach ache is happening. First of all, if in case your child is not eating food on time, that can be the first reason of having stomach pain. Second, as I mentioned earlier, water is definitely needed, because in this summer heat, if in case your child is dehydrated, then also the muscles go into contraction, and that's how this pain starts. So you have to be very cautious that what your child is eating, what your child is drinking. And besides that, if in case the pain is a little bearable but still it is there persisting, so you can apply asafoetida. आप हींग लगा सकते हो पेट पे, navel के आसपास, and that will help to relieve the spasm in a much better way. Besides that, another thing is like you can just give lukewarm water with a little bit of lemon and honey and see if in case it's gastric origin. So that's how you can relieve the stomach pain if in case the child is complaining of a constant stomach ache. And another stomach pain happens because of deworming. Like sometimes ladies do give deworming tablets, but post deworming tablets, kids do complain of severe stomach pain. Sometimes constipation is there. So all these factors together gives rise to a lot of issues in kids. So if in case you have any other query, please do post. Okay. So another query which I have come up is constipation. Yes, constipation again is the same thing. The point here of constipation is like if in case your body is becoming dehydrated, then only your system will react as constipated. Sometimes mothers say, no, my child drinks lots and lots of water, but still the child is constipated. Then definitely the food, whatever he or she is eating, that doesn't contain lots of fiber. So you have to increase your fiber intake in food. How to increase that? Like for example, you can give sweet potatoes to them, you can give bananas to them, you can give papayas to them. Like these days mangoes are coming, that is one of the best laxative. So mango, papaya, chiku, pineapple, all these fruits give a lot of fiber to a bolus, so you can definitely include all these items. Okay, yeah. Okay, one more question. Your child keeps on having like loose motions. Yeah, so if in case your child is having loose motions, it means his or her stomach flora is not going great. So you need to build up that flora. For that, I would really suggest try to give your child empty stomach one banana every day. The moment they get up, just give them one banana to eat, and that will help them a lot. Okay, and another question is, my 3-year-old is passing hard stool. So see, if in case a child is passing hard stool every alternate day and otherwise she's eating everything healthy, it means that the liver mechanism is going slow. So as I mentioned earlier also, that you need to drink lots and lots of water. And second thing is, if in case the child is passing lots of painful stools, then definitely you can apply asafoetida on the navel area. And besides that, you can include ajwain, saunf, jeera in some way or the other. And also besides that, you can also give mango shake, chiku shake and all these things. That also works. Yes, Varsha, we can't give milkshake as a laxative because milk is more like an inflammatory marker. So definitely, besides if in case your child is not able to pass motion, I would suggest try to include more of fruits in raw form which they can chew, because the moment we chew something, it forms good enzymes which are actually needed to digest our food. So that's how it helps a lot. So instead of milkshakes, I would always prefer try to give like mango, papaya, chiku, just like that. Even pineapple is coming in the seasons. You can include pineapple also. It is also a very good laxative. And it also reduces the cough cold of a person. Okay, so another question is, my child is very active. She's 2 years, 2 months. For past 3-4 days that she runs around here and then she sweats a lot, particularly in legs and arms. She is totally cold. Is this normal? She's on teething also. Okay, so Gurvinder, no, actually it is not normal, but because it's too much hot outside, so I would really recommend that you talk to your pediatrician once. Because of the sweating, being cold is normal. But if in case your child is having some health issues, like if in case the child is having cough cold, constant cough and cold, or any stomach issues, or in general overall some health issues like cramps, kids do get cramps in this summer season, then please do talk to your pediatric once. Otherwise, I would suggest a simple home remedy for this. Try to give them lukewarm water with little bit of lemon and jaggery, and just ask your child to drink before she starts playing or something, whatever she does. And after that, just try to give her a little bit of a bowl of papaya or watermelon or muskmelon, whatever is okay. Yeah, you can give juice also, like watermelon juice is also good, definitely. Mango is, I don't think a child won't like mango. You can definitely try mango in one or the other form. Like in this summer season, definitely with the yogurt, you can just add mangoes with yogurt and give it to the child. So that will also help on the teething aspect also. No, everything is fine. In general, if in case your child is sweating a lot, in general, like, just check the ratio. If the child is playing a lot and sweating a lot, it's normal. But if in case the child is not playing that much and still the child is sweating a lot, it means the body is getting dehydrated very fast. So you need to be careful with the water intake for sure. Okay, another question is, my child is sneezing and cough every day and that for the rest of the day she's normal again. See, in the morning, if in case your child is having sneezing and cough, the basic problem lies with the immune system. So definitely he or she might be allergic to something and you need to check out on that. And another thing is that for home remedy purpose, I would suggest at bedtime you can put cotton in the earplugs and just put cotton like this and let the child sleep. And in the morning, the moment he or she gets up, just give them first 1 glass of lukewarm water with little bit of lemon and honey. That will help a lot with this cough and cold issue in the morning. Yeah, for sneezing also it helps a lot because see, basically it is more like an allergic tendency. It is nothing else, because otherwise your child is pretty normal, Varsha. Yeah, Gurvinder, if in case your child doesn't have any other health issue, you don't need to worry about it at all, because although she's teething, it's okay, it's perfectly fine. Becoming cold is pretty normal because of the heat, so it's perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay, so another question is, my son 5 years old not willing to eat himself. Obviously, see, sometimes kids do throw tantrums and they want to be a center of attention. So you have to be careful, Vijaya. The main idea is only this, that main idea is that you have to make a child eat. And if in case you know the likings of your child, I would prefer that make something variety for them, because that variety in your plate makes the child more tempted to eat. Like for example, beetroot, if in case your child doesn't like beetroot, so you can make oats and beetroot cutlet, you can add beetroot in the parathas, you can make beetroot soup, and that's how you can include lots of stuff. But if in case a child is not at all willing to eat at all, then there has to be some vitamins and minerals deficiency. I would suggest meet the pediatrician as soon as possible. And on the home front, I would suggest, if in case you can include lots of fiber rich food like cucumber, carrot, beetroot, tomatoes. One raw tomato with black pepper helps a lot in activating your liver enzymes. Yeah. Hi Bindu. Yeah. Okay. My 20-year-old son. Vasha, your question is not complete yet. Okay, whatever he holds his hand shake, it definitely indicates, Vasha, that he is having some kind of vitamin deficiency. It can be a B12 deficiency. It can be, sometimes it depends on the cervical also, because these days the kids completely depend on the laptop and gadgets and all. So continuously this whole area becomes stiff. So once this area becomes stiff, your nerves become a little weak. And that's how, if in case you keep on shaking the hands, it is something like the hands automatically shakes. I have many patients who get tremors. It's majorly, in our language we call it as like the whole nerves are becoming weak. The ulnar nerve and radial nerve becomes weak. So you have to take care of that. If in case that all these reasons are not there, I would suggest meet a neurologist, or otherwise a general physician might recommend a good multivitamin for your child. Okay. So the next question is, yeah. So the next question comes to, a child is having loose motions. So in summers, yes, loose motions are pretty common with kids, because what, in this lockdown phase, a lot of moms are making a lot of yummy food. So it is not okay to digest that kind of food. So I would really recommend, if in case your child is having loose motions, try to give curd and banana, try to give curd rice, which is very good for your stomach. And also another option which you can give is साबूदाने का पानी. जो साबूदाने को हम पकाते हैं उसमें जो पानी आता है, वो पानी में थोड़ा सा आप जैगरी डाल के आप चाइल्ड को दे सकते हैं. That will also help in loose motions big time. Yes, lemon tea is also good. If in case the child is okay with the tea, definitely lemon tea, black tea is definitely good for it. No, coffee is actually not good for kids. I won't recommend coffee, because coffee is something till the age of 14-15. It's a request. Please avoid coffee in kids, because it definitely harms the hormonal front. So it creates a lot of imbalance between estrogen, testosterone. So avoid coffee. Yeah. So another question is that my child has normal cough cold. Okay, normal cough cold on a regular basis. Yeah, it means definitely the child is having weak immune system. So with the weak immunity, as I have mentioned earlier also, and in this COVID atmosphere also, I would highly recommend, please try to include vitamin C. Vitamin C in the form of Nimbu Pani, vitamin C in the form of kiwi. Another option is broccoli, another option is asparagus. All these food items, if in case whatever is available at your place, please include that, because vitamin C is one thing which boosts your immunity big time. Besides that, vitamin D is also very essential. If you know beforehand that because being a vegetarian you're not consuming any good food these days, and whatever the resources are, they're very limited, so it's always better that you should include vitamin D supplements for your child. Okay, so if your child becomes short tempered every now and then, it means that the child is definitely getting irritated because of few things. So I would highly recommend, Varsha, that please try to consult a counselor, or otherwise you only sit with the child and try to discuss what exactly is the problem. And also another option is, if in case your child can do yoga and pranayam, it will help he or she a lot with the temper control. The symptoms of appendicitis in a child is similar to an adult as well. Appendicitis is like there is a severe pain in the right or the left groin area, as well as whenever you're picking up something very heavy, you suddenly get a stiff cramp. Your stomach becomes suddenly bloated and crampiness is there. So these are the symptoms of appendicitis, but a very simple home remedy for it is like, in the morning every day once you're getting up, immediately try to do touch your toe, so that you can come to know if in case the pain is because of appendix or it is normal pain just because of something gassy or some heavy stuff you have lifted. So that's how you can diagnose which pain is appendicitis pain. Okay, small white patch on her neck. Yeah, if in case your child is having a small white patch on her neck, it needs to be checked, because if in case this white patch is not increasing, it is of the same size and in the same area and not spreading here and there, then definitely it can be a vitamin deficiency. It can be vitiligo also, but you need to get checked by a dermatologist. For a simple home remedy for that, I would really suggest, Varsha, if you can try, apply curd water, just add few drops, a few pinch of turmeric to it, and just dab on that patch. Don't use your nails while applying, just dab it like this and just leave it overnight. And if in case that patch starts showing some changes, then definitely it's because of vitamin deficiency. It will help. Lemon water with sugar, Gurvinder, yes, you can include, but don't give the child with lots of sugar. Instead of sugar, I would really suggest add honey to it, because lemon water with honey will help a lot. And also what you can do is, lemon water with honey, if you're giving, don't give after 6 p.m. Try to give like little before that, in the morning, from morning till evening 5 or 6, it's okay. Okay, if in case, Jyoti, your child gets a little sore throat because of vitamin C, then I would really recommend, you can definitely try lukewarm water with little bit of जेष्ठमध powder you get, मुलेठी बोलते हैं जिसको, वो आप दे सकते हो honey के साथ में. That is also a good alternative, and that also decongest your throat and also clears your airways. And also besides that, I would recommend, I don't think kiwi will give the problem, and broccoli is also good. Broccoli also has vitamin C, and even these days we are getting drumsticks in the market, so you can easily use drumsticks. That is also having a good source of vitamin C. You can make a drumstick soup, you can include drumsticks in the form of like you can make a dal, you can add into the dal, so that is also good for your child. So all these things definitely help, Jyoti. You can try it out. Okay. Yeah. So another question comes, asthmatic child. Yeah. So if in case your child is asthmatic, I would seriously recommend that you should take care of the breathing part basically. If your child can do pranayam, please try to convince your child to do Anulom Vilom, which is one of the best medicine for an asthmatic patient. And also I would recommend that if in case your child is not overweight and everything, you have to keep a check in asthmatic patients for three things: their diet, their exercise, and their water intake. So the diet needs to be very simple food, no fried foods at all, and no oily and no heavy food like something like paneer, cheese, and all these things to be avoided. And besides, the second thing is exercise regime for an asthmatic patient is very, very essential, and it is very crucial also to keep the lungs healthy. And thirdly, it is about proper intake of water. For an asthmatic child, you need to give lots and lots of water, because water is one element which actually helps the child to increase the lungs metabolism, and it also clears up the lungs very fast. If your child is having asthma, it means there is a lot of dryness in the chest area, so please try to give lots and lots of water. Yeah. Okay, so another question is ki my child feels heavy after eating good food. So I don't understand the concept what is good food, but I consider it like a healthy balanced meal. If in case after eating normal dal roti sabji, your child feels that the stomach is getting puffed up, or he's feeling bloated, or he's feeling heavy, and he's not okay to eat another meal, then definitely the liver, as I mentioned earlier, that it has toxins inside it. So it's a request to all the mommies out there, please try to give 1 glass of lukewarm water with pinch of star anise powder. Star anise is corn food which you get it in the market, जो हम गरम मसाले में डालते हैं. आप उसका पाउडर बना के रख लो, और वो आप पानी में डाल के दे सकते हो, गर्म पानी में, और उसके साथ हनी या जैगरी ऐड कर सकते हो एज पर योर चाइल्ड्स फ्लेवर. सो दैट हेल्प्स अ लॉट टू रिड्यूस द ब्लोटिंग इश्यूज. Okay, and Paresh, what is the issue? Like, is it stomach is upset means the child is having loose motions or constipation? Please do mention that. Yeah, definitely if your kid's stomach is upset, it definitely indicates the stomach mucosa and the stomach flora is not well. So to build up the stomach flora, as I recommended earlier, try to have 1 banana empty stomach every day, so that your flora of the stomach becomes healthy. And besides that, another aspect of this is like, if in case your child feels constipated or lose motions every alternate day, it means the fiber intake is also not great. So for the fiber intake, and for considering your child, you need to make your child have a little bit of cucumber, carrot, and also spinach is very good if in case they like spinach. So you can give them spinach soup, mushroom soup, and all these things. Yeah, if in case the child is having constipation, as I have mentioned earlier, mangoes is one of the best laxative for them. Try to include mangoes in the diet on a regular basis. Papaya is one thing which you're easily getting these days. Muskmelon is also good. Even pomegranate also helps few kids, so you can try pomegranate juice. Okay, and yeah. So another question comes up, that deworming. Yes, deworming does, you have to give deworm tablets for sure, deworm tablets or syrup, whatever, every 6 months. If in case you don't want to give allopathic medicines, then definitely a home remedy as a deworming is like, you can give papaya, you can take tomato and just add a little bit of pisa hua shakkar, that is bura, and pinch of black pepper to it, and that's how it will work like a deworming tablet itself. Okay, yes, Jyoti, it has been recommended to give Chyawanprash to build immune system. No, actually, Jyoti, Chyawanprash does have amla, but I don't think it will create a lot of problem. But I won't recommend, it's better instead of giving Chyawanprash and all those things, I would highly recommend if you can give to your child, as I mentioned, Jeshmat, that is a good thing. Even you get Septolin liquid, Ayurvedic liquid, which is also good for the immune purpose, if in case your child doesn't like Chyawanprash. And besides that, if in case you want a simple home remedy to boost the immune, it's like, give your child turmeric milk at bedtime with a little bit of ghee. That will automatically boost his immune system a big time. Okay, Neha, it is like, no, Neha, it is not normal if your child is passing stools after every meal. Because what happens if in case your child is passing stools after every meal, it means the metabolic rate is pretty high, and that's how the child is not assimilating anything. He or she is just passing out motion just like that. So I would really recommend, if in case it's possible for you, in the morning when your child is waking up, आप रात को जो चावल आपने बनाया है, आप उसको रात को पानी में सोक करके रख दो. नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग जब आपका बेबी उठता है, आप उसको सबसे पहले वो चावल दे दीजिए with the water itself, and just ask your child to have 2-3 tablespoons of it. That will help to build up a good stomach flora, and that is also a good remedy for binding up the stomach membrane. So that is one thing. Second thing is your child can have dahi kela. Dahi kela after lunch you can give. That will also help your child to take care of this stool issue. Okay. Okay, so Pooja, generally mangoes only doesn't create heat. So it's just a misconception again. Mango is a very good fiber-rich food. It doesn't create heat at all. Rather, it is good for our liver, definitely. It's like a liver detox food. So it never creates heat for a child. But if in case it does, then definitely you can include mangoes, as I mentioned earlier, with yogurt. आप दही के अंदर mango डाल के दे सकते हैं. You can make mango का, जैसे हम आम का पना बनाते हैं, आम का वो बनाते हैं, पल्प बनाते हैं. सो दैट मीन्स यू कैन गिव, बिकॉज जैसे ही आप उसमें शुगर ऐड कर देते हो, जैगरी ऐड कर देते हो, तो उसकी जो हीट की कैपेसिटी वो थोड़ी सी बैलेंस आउट हो जाती है. एंड विद मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स इट डज रिड्यूसेस द हीट फॉर श्योर. And if in case your child doesn't like milk and milk products, then definitely I would recommend then you can buy Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt generally all kids do like, or mishti doi which you get. So you can just mix it with that. Okay, so another question is, yeah, a 4-year child having a lot of problem while sleeping. Okay, see, sleep issues are pretty common these days, especially in the lockdown phase. Kids are not getting good sleep because they're not that tired, because they don't have that kind of a company. So you have to be cautious, like what kind of activities your child is involved in. Plus, second thing is I would really recommend, as I mentioned earlier, like you can give milk with turmeric and a little bit of ghee to your child. That will calm down their nerves and give them a good sleep. If in case your child doesn't like turmeric and ghee and all, so you get khaskhas in the market. So 1 teaspoon of khaskhas you can soak in the morning, and at night time give it to your child with lukewarm water. That will also help a lot. Neha, what's the age of your child you need to mention? 4 years, okay. But a 4-year child can definitely include, I think, curd, banana, and eat rice. Just try. If in case this doesn't work for your child, I would really suggest that if you can give अजवाइन, सौंफ एंड जीरा टू योर चाइल्ड, और सिंपल अजवाइन, जैसे हम अजवाइन का पराठा बना के देते हैं, आप वो भी दे सकते हो, उसकी रोटी में डाल सकते हो अजवाइन. एंड सेकेंड अदर ऑप्शन इज आप सौंफ का पानी दे सकते हो, और अगर सौंफ के पानी में आपने थोड़ा सा जैगरी डाल दिया, दैट टेस्ट प्रीटी गुड. इट वर्क्स लाइक अ माउथ फ्रेशनर. सो किड्स डू लाइक दैट. Yeah, just try. Means I've given you all the 4 options. You can try anything for your child and it will help. Okay, so another question comes, like in this COVID atmosphere, how to boost the immunity. So coming back to the topic immunity, it is like how to build up your immune system is very important. It depends on 3 factors again. The first factor being what you are eating on a regular basis, how much time you're sleeping well, and third thing is, are you exercising or not. So you have to mark all these 3 categories in your child's daily schedule. The diet needs to be balanced. You just can't provide them every day with junk food. You just can't provide them every day with lots of rich food like paneer and all. Just try to make simple dal chawal, simple dal roti, sabji. So that is a very good thing. Okay. So the main issue over here is like you have to boost your immunity by 3 factors. The first factor being, if in case your child's immunity is pretty weak, you know it prior, then every day, in the whole day, try to give 3 to 4 glasses of lukewarm water with pinch of ginger juice and few drops of lemon juice and 1 tablespoon of honey. That is first option. Second option is try to give star anise powder, as I mentioned earlier, with pinch of cinnamon if in case your child is above 8 years. So that is a good option for a child above 8 years. And if in case your child has a lot of breathing issues by any chance, the moment they sleep, they feel the nose is choked or they keep on coughing, then definitely you can include lukewarm water with jeshmat powder or mulethi, whatever you call it as. So that along with honey will work well. Yes, Neha, so I have mentioned you all the 4 remedies you can try. I don't think a 3.5 would say no to curd banana. Just try it out. Okay, to make the eyesight powerful, you get Triphala churn in the market.
So Triphala churn you can definitely have, or otherwise Triphala ghee also you get in the market, which you can apply around the eyes at bedtime, and you can add it on the roti or rice, whatever your child eats, and that's how the eyesight can become in a much better way. And also try to limit the time of gadgets. It's like is the demand. And third thing is definitely you should ask your child to practice eye muscle exercises, like Tratak is one of them, and other muscle exercises is also mentioned in Google, or you can just consult an eye specialist, and that's how you can ask your child to do those eyesight for the eyesight, all the muscle exercises. Yeah. See, I think curd rice and curd banana definitely, Neha, your child would like. Just try it out. Okay. So another question comes here is, the child gets cramp. Yes, if in case your child is getting cramp, then definitely it means that your body is getting dehydrated. So you have to drink water first of all, and second thing is it can be vitamin D, B12 or vitamin E deficiency. So you have to take care of all the three elements, in which almonds is one of the best source for vitamin E. Just give your child vitamin E pills, instead of vitamin E pills, try to give almonds. Soaked almonds, 8 to 10 soaked almonds at bedtime. Just remove the cover and give it to your child. That will help your child a lot. And besides that, if in case your child keep on getting cramps, I would really recommend try to include lots and lots of nimbu pani, nariyal pani, buttermilk and all these things. Yeah. Yes, Gurvinder, my clinic is in Viman Nagar, and definitely my number and everything will be provided to you. You can contact me. Okay, Paresh, your question is your child has sore throat all the time. So if in case, Paresh, your child has sore throat all the time, it definitely means that your child is having a lot of inflammation in the throat. So I would really recommend, if in case, you can show it to a ENT or a pediatrician, or if in case you need a home remedy for that, I would highly recommend that after every 1 hour, 1 glass of water for your child is essential. Second thing is that because he is in the growing age, he needs to have lots and lots of fiber rich food, and also try to give him less spicy, less oily food, because that will irritate the membranes of the throat and it will aggravate it more. So these are few factors which will help Paresh. And besides that, definitely you can try Shitupaladi, as I told you. Shitupaladi with honey, 1 tablespoon Shitupaladi powder with 1 tablespoon honey at bedtime. That will help his throat issues big time. So you can try. Okay, what should I give child for hard bowel movement? Pankaj, I have already told that earlier, but still again I will repeat it for you. For the hard bowel movement, definitely water intake is one thing, fiber intake is another. Fiber intake means, it doesn't mean that you have to give everything कच्चा, सब कुछ कच्चा नहीं खिलाना है बच्चे को. आप उसको सूप के फॉर्म में दे सकते हो, like spinach, carrot and beetroot soup दे सकते हो, that is rich with fiber. Mushroom soup दे सकते हो, that is rich with fiber. And prefer जितना हो सके simple खाना देने के लिए. And third thing is, try to make your child sleep on time, because if in case your child is not sleeping on time, then definitely the stomach takes a toll. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Neha, definitely I think soft water would be good for your child. Okay, so one question has come up. Detox drinks, no, I won't suggest any detox drinks for a child, because detox drinks at the end is just like water, so not meant for kids at all. Until unless the child is having some major health issues, then please, if in case your nutritionist or your dietitian has recommended, then only please opt for detox waters for kids. It's not recommended for anybody. Yeah. Yes, definitely. See what happens. I will tell you one thing very frankly. Like, if in case you want to boost your child mechanism physiologically, because they are in the growing age, please don't mess up with their diet, don't mess up with their emotions, and don't mess up with their sleep. I understand completely, like, this is a lockdown phase, kids are free to do whatever they want, wherever they want to roam around in the house, but still you have to keep them disciplined, you have to balance their meals. That is very, very important. Yeah, so if in case you are balancing all the three factors as I mentioned, your child will get a very good immune system. Sertraline is basically given for immunity, Neha. Mariam, a 13-year-old can't go on a low-fat diet until and unless the child is more than 100 kgs. See, it depends. It's an overall mechanism of low fat and high fat. It's like what your body needs. It depends on an individual child. So I can't just suggest you just like that. But being a wellness coach, it's my request to you. Please don't cut down one element completely from your child's diet plan, because being a 13-year-old child, he or she is in a growing age. So if in case you cut down on the fat, it will start harming his brain. He might keep forgetting things, and he might have a lot of irritability and anger issues. So please do consult a nutritionist proper, and that's how you can plan out if in case you want to go for your child for a low fat diet. Okay, another question is, son is 6-year-old. Okay, so as I mentioned, Ram, earlier also, if in case your child is having stomach pain, and that too in the left side lower abdomen, there can be only two reasons. The child is drinking less water, first of all, and the second can definitely, whatever he or she is eating, they're not able to digest it properly. Okay, another factor I would really like to mention over here is that you have to chew your food. We keep hearing one thing, that we have to chew 32 times. 32 times, it's okay if your child is chewing it 16 times also, but don't make them gulp the food. What generally mothers do, just put on the gadget and just the child is watching the gadget, and they are just popping the food inside their mouth. They're just gulping it, they're not chewing it at all, and that gives rise to constipation big time. So it's a request, sit together, eat together, and make your child chew the food very properly, because that chewing only creates lots of enzymes which are very good for your child, and that automatically takes care of your stomach. Okay, so if in on coming back to your question again, if in case he complains of stomach pain very often, that increase the water intake, try to give coconut water to him, and also if in case the pain doesn't subside, try giving him ajwain water at bedtime. Yeah, ajwain water helps you in reducing the spasms basically, so it will help your child in reducing the spasm if in case it keeps on happening. Okay, Dilip, your question is, what do I give my child for a tummy ache? Yeah, so earlier also I have mentioned, it is like you can definitely apply asafoetida, that is hing, on your baby's tummy. And second thing is, if in case he or she can drink ajwain and soft water, that also relieves the tummy ache. And the third is, you can definitely give curd rice or curd with banana. Neha, I won't suggest until unless you have to consult a doctor before starting Septolin just like that. Septolin can't be started for a child just like that, because see, immunity, if in case your child's immune is pretty good, like these days everybody is just popping up Giloy, everybody is just popping up ashwagandha, so everything doesn't suit everyone first of all, and being the kiddos, it's like it creates a lot of heat. So I won't suggest you immediately. If in case you can tell your case history, then a doctor can come to the conclusion whether Septolin is needed or something else. Yeah, definitely. See, besides, as I mentioned you, for the immunity part, simple home remedies are there, which I have mentioned. Try to incorporate all those remedies rather than jumping onto Septolin or any medicines initially. If in case you feel that no, my child is not responding to all these home remedies, then yes, definitely Septolin is another option. Okay. So another question which is popping up is headaches. Yes, your child do get headache, because definitely water intake can be an issue, and because these days all the kids are on gadgets, that can be also an issue. So do get that checkup done for the eyesight and increase the water intake. Okay. No, Neha, I've already mentioned about your question, so I won't suggest you to give Septolin just like that. Yeah. Coming back to the topic headache. So for the headache, all the parents, it's a request. Please avoid lots of spicy food in general, and also don't give any cheesy items, like these days pizzas, pastas are too much in making in the kitchen. So avoid all those heavy food, please, because all these things create a lot of acid in the stomach, and in this heaty atmosphere, it's like it's too hot for your stomach to digest the food. So it's always better to go on simple food items. As I mentioned also, khichdi, dalia, if in case your child doesn't like all these things, you can make something like poha and oats, and something like oats cutlet you can make. So some variety you can definitely put forth for them, but I won't recommend a very hot and oily spicy food. Yeah. Okay, your child is having some acne issues. Yeah, acne issues are pretty common in the teenager. So I would highly recommend that your child should drink more water first of all. And for the acne, there is a simple home remedy: aloe vera pulp. Just cut it down and put it like a ice cube, make it like an ice cube, and give cold compressions to the affected area, and that will help your child to have a very good skin. Yeah, besides that, if in case there are big pustules kind of eruptions, then definitely you need to consume medications for the same. See, medicines, I would always recommend that you should avoid medicines as much as possible. Until unless it's an emergency, then please don't consume medicines. Try to stick to home remedies that has good enough solutions for us. Okay, so Vasha, yes, so if in case your daughter has started her periods, I would really appreciate that you should take care of three things: that she should do pranayam every day for the oxidation of the blood, and second thing is spinach, carrot, beetroot juice needs to be there in one or the other form in her everyday diet. And the third thing what I would highly recommend is that you always give her 2 dates in the morning, like along with her breakfast. Try to give 2 dates so that her hemoglobin metabolism is also good. And lastly, for her liver, I would highly recommend, like during the periods phase, try to give ajwain water to her so that the hormones are balanced. So it won't give her too bad flow or too less flow. So it will balance the flow big time. Just only ajwain, yeah. Yeah, it will help her a lot. Okay. So next question comes up, like my 2-year-old. No, actually, Neelam, I mentioned it earlier also. Someone else has also asked. For a 2-year-old, pooping after every meal, it considers to be normal because he or she doesn't have that kind of stomach just completely developed. So it might take some time. So I would really suggest, if in case the stools have some kind of smell or some kind of, you can say, a very specific color, then definitely you need to talk to your pediatrician. Otherwise, for a 2-year-old child, pooping after every meal is okay, not bad. But if in case that is happening 3 to 4, more than 3 to 4 times, then I would really appreciate if you can introduce banana, sweet potato, rice, curd rice especially in your child's diet. Okay, another question is, my son once got allergy in his eyes at 8 years. Okay. Okay, Jyotsna, see, in this case, what I can understand is your child has got some allergic issues and still uh, the eyes are still allergic to the dust. So, for simple home remedy, as I mentioned earlier, also for the eyesight thing, Triphala ghee you get in the market. So, that Triphala ghee you can apply around the eyes also, and you can put it on chapati and rice also for your child. And also, I would really recommend, if your child can do Tratak every day. Tratak can be done with a thumb or with the candle or whatever he or she is okay with. So try to do that. Okay. And secondly, if in case he's using eye drops, so besides eye drops, I would also recommend eye pads, which you get like cooling eye pads. So after like twice or thrice, because as of now in the lockdown phase they are at home, so please ask him to put eye pads on the eyes and keep it hardly for 5 minutes. So that will work like a coolant and it will reduce the inflammation in that particular area. Because sometimes what happens, because sitting on the gadgets for a longer period, it gives rise to inflammation inside the eye membranes. So that also gives rise to allergy factors. So if in case his eye membranes are normal, there is no inflammation, he won't be getting allergy so often. So try it out. Yeah, see, allopathy, I would really recommend. Homeopathy has very good medicines for such kind of allergies. I have a lot many patients on whom I have treated such kind of allergies. Yes, Jyotsna. So if in case you are not okay with allopathy, you can try homeopathy as well. Okay, so another question which is popping up is, like, in this weather, how do we prevent ourselves from falling sick often? So again, the answer is the same. You have to hydrate your system pretty well, and I would really recommend, if in case you are weak on the immune system, please try to follow all the remedies which I have mentioned above, and also please sleep on time. Don't sit on binge watching and all, and even for the kids also it goes. So don't watch gadgets more. Okay, how to gain weight for a 13-year-old child. So Varsha, for a 13-year-old child to gain weight is pretty easy. No, 38, I don't think she is underweight, I think. Yeah, so for underweight child, I would always recommend that they need to eat a balanced meal, and in that balanced meal, it means that you have to include complete dal, roti, sabzi, rice, everything has to be there. So you have to divide the proportion on your child's appetite, and also I would highly recommend that if possible for you, you can connect with me for weight gain diet. And otherwise, a simple home remedy which I can tell you is, out here just try to give banana shake, chiku shake, mango shake on a everyday basis in the summer season. And another option is try to include more iron rich food in her diet, so that will be helpful for her. Iron rich food is like dates, spinach, carrot, beetroot, and drumsticks. All this is complete iron. Yeah, broccoli soup also you can have. Okay, another question is, no, see, for a 2 to 5 year old child, the weight variation is too much, Pooja. So I won't consider the child to be underweight until unless the child is keeping themselves very inactive or something very sluggish, or the child is falling sick frequently. Then only we need to be considered about weight. Otherwise, the child looks perfectly fine. So if in case the child is like unhealthy, the person keeps on falling sick often, then only please try to include more and more food items in it. And definitely, as I recommended you, that you have to drink more water. Yeah. Can milk and fruits be combined like you mentioned in shakes? Yes, they can be combined, but not for everybody. Specifically for kids who are having constipation issues, milk and fruit is a strict no in general. But yes, once in a while, mango shake, banana shake, chiku shake is okay to have, but not on a regular basis. Instead of milk, prefer curd, prefer yogurt, because that takes care of the heat of the fruit, because fruits are acidic in nature and curd reduces that acid. Hi, Jasmine. So another question which is popping up is like milk. Yes, there is a lot of controversy about milk these days. So according to my perception, if your child is okay to drink milk, please continue that. If in case your child doesn't like milk, you can avoid that. But there is no hard and fast rule that you have to skip milk completely from his or her diet. How to maintain regular motion? Any home remedy? Yes, Varsha, the simple basic home remedy is drink lots and lots of water, first of all. Second is papaya, mango, and chiku is three items which definitely you can include. Otherwise, chia seeds also one can include, like 1 teaspoon of chia seeds, 1 teaspoon of flax seeds. You can just make a powder of it and have it at bedtime with lukewarm water. That also gives you regular motion. Yeah, many people also takes ajwain, saunf and jeera water. That is also good to take care of your motion, regular motions. Okay, so sometimes every mom is concerned about why my child is not eating well, why my child is not asking or not demanding for food. See, it's a request to all the mommies out there, please don't push your child, because every individual is different and they need some time to digest the food. They need some time for themselves also, so give them some space. Unnecessary, don't poke them every time that you have to eat, you have to drink this. So don't, give them some space, let them also breathe. Yeah. Yes, Varsha, should we boil? Yes, you can boil that ajwain, saunf, jeera water. Just boil and strain and give it to the child. Hi, Ruchi, tell me. So any other queries, if in case you guys have, then I can answer that as well. Yeah, for ajwain, saunf and jeera, you have to boil. Like, let's say you can take 2 glasses of water, just add 1 teaspoon each and just boil it to half. And that will be good to go for your child. Yeah, that is perfect actually. Okay, another query is like 1 teaspoon, as I mentioned. Okay, another query which I am taking is, these days many kids do complain of rashes on the back. That's more like heat boils and something, that sort of. So on that area you can apply neem oil. You get it in market. So neem oil is one thing which you can mix it with coconut oil and just dab on that particular area at bedtime. And besides that, you also can put some talcum powder on that specific back or wherever they are getting that kind of heat rashes. Okay. Ruchi, if in case your child has asthma, then if in case he is sneezing so many times, I would really recommend to meet your pediatrician, or you can consult me as well. But for simple home remedy, I would suggest try to give him 1 glass of lukewarm water with pinch of cinnamon and 1 tablespoon honey and few drops of lemon at bedtime. That will help him a lot. And if in case he likes jeshmat powder, so that is muleti is a little sweet in flavor. So 1 teaspoon of muleti with honey will also work wonder for him. Yeah, you can definitely give him very simple food to eat on a regular basis and avoid milk till the time he's sneezing too much. Okay, one more last question which I'm taking. That is like in COVID atmosphere, how to boost the immune. Yeah, so how to boost your immunity, it all depends on you. See, as I have discussed earlier also, immunity is something like it's very basic. We all have very good immunity as such. अगर हम road side पे कुछ भी खाते हैं and we don't fall sick, people say you have a very strong immunity. But it doesn't matter like that. It is something like if you're not falling sick, if you're active whole day, if you're sleeping on time, if you're eating on time, it indicates that you have a good immune system. So you need not work too much upon that and you need not think too much about it. So it's always better to keep yourself healthy in the mindset also. If you keep on having that fear factor, no, I will fall sick if I eat that. No, I will fall sick if I drink that. So don't be like that. Remove that fear from your mind. Don't sit in a panic situation, otherwise any virus can attack you. So if you want to prevent any virus to enter your system, so please stay fearless and stay positive. That is more important, and teach your kids also to be like that. Ceftaline is okay to have by adults, but as I have mentioned earlier also, Josna, that Ceftaline or any other medicine is only recommended if in case your doctor has prescribed that, first thing. But yes, if in case you keep on falling sick very often, and if in case you tend to have lots of cough cold very frequently or any stomach issues, then Ceftaline is okay for adults. Yes, buttermilk is good for in cough cold also, and not curd proper, because curd sometimes doesn't suit few kids. It irritates the throat. Buttermilk does suit. Buttermilk means जो दही का पानी होता है वो आप जब आप बटर निकाल देते हो, and then that water is buttermilk. So it's not like दही में पानी मिला के जो हम पूरा strain कर देते हैं, that is buttermilk. Yeah, so buttermilk is definitely good during cough and cold. It doesn't harm anyways, until unless the cough production is very mucus. It is having a lot of mucus in that. If the cough has a lot of mucus, then only buttermilk needs to be avoided. If there is a dry cough, buttermilk will help the child. Okay, and last question is again about cheese. Yeah, cheese is good for kids. It is pure vitamin D source, but the only problem is you get a lot of processed cheese in the market these days. I would highly recommend to use unprocessed cheese, which is also there, like in the company name Delecta is also there, which is providing unprocessed cheese. So that is also one thing. Try to use unprocessed food items and don't use anything which is packed and preservative added, because anything which has preservatives, it is going to reduce your immunity big time. So it's always highly recommended to use simple food and eat very basic food rather than going for any fancy food items on a day-to-day basis. See, like as before lockdown, we used to enjoy our meals only on weekends. So please maintain that kind of discipline in your life. Like 5 days a week, try to eat simple food, and 2 days a week you can have something junk, whatever you like, but that too homemade and healthy. Yeah. Okay. Okay, one more question is there which is popping up. It is like, a lot of kids complain of pain in the calf muscles. Yes, so that is more like a growing pain actually. As I mentioned earlier, cramps is different and calf muscle pain is different. Calf muscles pain because it's a growing bone pain. So in the shin area, whenever a child grows, that it is like more like a muscle contracts and relax. So that way is the shin pain sometimes. So that's a growing bone pain. I would really recommend, as I mentioned earlier, that water intake, and if in case you can give the child milk with turmeric and ghee and include lots and lots of ghee in your child's diet, then automatically that bone pain will go on its own. And if in case the pain is definitely because of overexertion, then ask your child to take rest for a while. No, Varsha, I won't recommend green tea and green tea for anybody. Green tea is not good. See, I would, instead of green tea, I highly recommend to all my patients to have fresh teas. Like I'm also having right now a tea that is lemongrass tea. So such kind of teas are actually helpful to boost your immunity. Lemongrass is one tea, hibiscus is one tea. Like many of you might be also having skin and hair issue. Hibiscus tea is one thing which is very good for that. Then thirdly, it is like you can have normal ginger tea. So all these teas are good, but I seriously don't recommend green tea to anyone, because that is something like you're not getting anything out of it. Just hot water also you can drink, that also works like green tea. So it's a waste. Rather prepare fresh flowers teas or herbs tea. So that helps a lot. Like chamomile tea people do drink. But all those things are actually meant for people who are overstressed, who want to boost their immune, but not for a 13-year-old child. I won't recommend. Already your child is pretty underweight. So green tea is never recommended. No coffee, no tea, please. Once in a while, normal chai is okay. Okay, another question is coming up, which is like you have to okay, yeah. So the last question which is coming up is what kind of fruits they can eat. See, all the kinds of fruits are okay for a child because it's a growing age, so you have to experiment. If in case, let's suppose your child is not okay with muskmelon, then don't give muskmelon. But I would really appreciate, try to include all the fruits, whatever you're getting in the market right now, in your child's diet, because that helps a lot to build their immunity as well. Unless they won't fight it back, they won't know how their immunity is building. So please provide them with all the basic food items, whatever you're getting in the market, let it be fruits, vegetables or whatever. So please do include that. Yeah, so lastly, I would highly recommend all of you that if in case it's possible for all the mothers out there, try to have 1 glass of lukewarm water post meals, like after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner. Try to give your child 1 glass of lukewarm water. That will also help to digest whatever you have given them to eat. And also include lots of buttermilk, coconut water, which we're getting easily these days, and also include like kokum sharbat if in case your child has a lot of heat issues. That is also works like a coolant, and even sabza seeds are also good for your child to work as a coolant for your stomach. Yeah. And so I hope I have answered all the queries till now. And if in case you have any further more queries, you can just post it in the comment section. I will answer it later. Thank you. Take care.